What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode, another edition of Beyond the DJ Booth podcast with one of your co-hosts, Joe Bunn, and that is the one, the only Brian Bonacici.
That's right. Nailed it.
Smith Jr. What's up, dude?
Man, I was listening back to the playback of the episode that dropped this week, which will be last week when this one comes out.
Right.
And
this is season
fresh.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Episode 2.
Episode 2, right, yes.
And we were talking about Katy Perry hits.
Yeah.
And you were kind of bashing her about like after her little ride, but then you went on a little concert run last minute.
I did.
You were even dogging on her props and all of her stuff. So give us the real story. Was it good? Was it bad? Were you wrong? Were you right?
Ashley hits me on like a Monday or whatever, like less than a week before this Katy Perry show. I was like, I feel like we should go see Katy Perry. She's coming to Raleigh. I mean, and it is, when I'm telling you people, it is 10 minutes from the house. Am I lying, Brian?
No,
I mean,
no, you're right.
Lenovo Center, I don't know, holds 25,000. And I think it was a weekday night.
So it wasn't sold out, clearly.
It was close.
Okay.
I mean, there were 18 or 20,000 people.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
On a Tuesday or something. It was definitely not a weekend. Damn, I don't remember what night it was. Dude, I enjoyed it.
But you were saying that like early on in this episode, last episode, that her props were weak or whatever, but they were good?
There were so many videos that went viral early on that same tour of her doing like these super weird dance moves and like really bad choreography. But then you got to remember it's Katy Perry. Like she's not really a dancer. She's not sexy in my eyes by any means.
Right.
She's just kind of quirky and corny.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff was kind of quirky and corny, but then you're just like, it's kind of part of the shtick. Like it's part of the songs. It's pop. I mean, it is true pop music at its rawest form.
And it's crazy because we were talking on the last episode about how many hits she has. I mean,
it went
full catalog,
it went
right?
Hit, and then it would go to like probably from a new record or a newer record that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And you could tell people didn't really know. And then it would go hit, and then she'd throw in another kind of random or a ballad or something.
Right.
But dude, for the most part, it was
everybody's singing.
Everybody's everybody's dressed up.
Interesting.
A very diverse crowd.
Okay.
Tons of Hispanics. And I was like, what's going on? I literally had to Google, like, how is Katy Perry
an advocate?
Spanish? Like,
immigration?
It was.
Oh,
the
wow.
Immigration.
Okay.
She's
from LA.
Very big on speaking out against like ICE and stuff like that.
Okay. Got it.
I mean, it was. I mean, then there was a whole segment bringing people up on the stage. There was a girl that was deaf and was holding up a sign. She got pulled up there. And
how long did she go? 2 hours?
2 hours, probably close to it.
Yeah. That's awesome,
dude. So yes, am I glad I went? 100%.
Yeah.
Is Katy Perry still corny to me? Yes. Do I still play her songs? Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I still, to this day, am not sure of which one goes over the best.
Totally.
After watching that Even Steve video. You know, Hot and Cold, Teenage Dream, Firework. I posted that reel just a minute ago, so we're going to see what people say.
Okay. Yeah. I played Hot and Cold this weekend.
It went over?
No. Dookie. I think my mistake was I went right to the chorus. And I feel like that song needs the verse first. Because it was like all jolting. All of a sudden, we're in the chorus of this like Hot and Cold, and it was like, that's probably not the right edit. I need to play it with the verse first, kind of walk into it a little bit.
Right.
But no, I didn't get the reaction that I was anticipating.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, there was like 2 of them like that. There was another song.
Yeah, you told me you went through like a rock set and you played.
Oh yeah,
Dear Maria, count me in.
Big turd. And I thought it would work because it was like a good rock crowd. They were into it. So
what can you tell me? Do you remember the lead-in songs? Like, where were you?
So I went from what was it? Sugar, we're going down.
Yes.
Into, which is a drop in tempo here, so it's kind of weird, but it does work. I went into all the small things.
Okay.
Clap.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then I went into higher.
Wow.
Creed.
Okay.
Chorus only.
Okay.
And then I let that one kind of ring out. And then I dropped it cold, like you told me. You're like, drop it. Yeah. And people were like, what? And I was like, oh, man, they aren't as rockheads as I thought. I mean, those other ones are more mainstream, right? Like All Time Low, it wasn't really like.
No, I mean.
I feel like they were kind of big, right? Or no? Am I mistaken?
I mean, in that pop punk era, I think maybe the order could have been wrong. I think you could have gotten away with it after Blink. Because, like you jumped almost like a decade. The Creed threw people off and they were already out of the pop punk mode.
Got it.
Or you could have gone one more pop punk, like My Own Worst Enemy.
Yeah.
Car is in the front. And then I got you with me. And then just Dear Maria.
Okay.
So you just echoed out of it and just started.
I had to let it roll I let it roll for a while, trying to see if there was any juice, and there wasn't. There wasn't. I was like,
all right, I'll take the beating.
No, it's all good. I hadn't dropped it before, and I was like, well, I'm gonna give this a shot. This is the crowd to try it.
I love the riskiness. You are the king of risk.
So we've been on some trips. Since we last recorded, at least.
Yeah, we did.
So you went to DJX. You want to do a little recap of? I wasn't there, but
yeah, DJX was good. That's in Atlantic City every August. Listen, man, I probably sat in at least 6 or 8 seminars, which is.
I know who you're going to say is a standout, but
eight more than I sat in last year, because last year we were exhibiting on the showroom floor. So I did go to some seminars this year. I definitely walked the show floor once or twice. I did buy that DDJ Flex 10, the white edition.
Okay.
Because I needed a new controller anyway. So, but all in all, man, at the end of the day, I get to see my friends.
Yeah.
And hang out.
Was it bigger, smaller than years previous?
Seemed about the same. I mean, I'm sure they'll say it was bigger, and that's, and that's always going to be based on the registration numbers.
Yeah.
How many people showed up? Seemed about the same. I don't know. I mean, it was a good show. I mean, they do a great job. People that are on the East Coast or in Philly, New York, New Jersey, they're all there.
Yeah.
All there.
Cool.
Then what?
We went together.
Yeah, we did. We went to Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas
podcast conference.
Dude, Dallas podcast movement.
Mm-hmm.
I thought was great.
What was your biggest takeaway? Not necessarily podcast necessarily, but anything from just going to a different convention or industry show than the DJ stuff that you've been to, like all of them?
I think this was probably the smartest, most well laid out convention in a giant room with basically 6 things going on at once, because everybody was wearing silent disco headphones.
Right.
So they
were in the sessions.
Yeah, they had 6 speakers going in the same giant convention center space. And all you were listening to was the person you were staring at, because everybody in there was wearing silent disco headphones.
Yeah.
And I know so little, and even though I've had 2 podcasts now about podcasting, that I genuinely, you and I divided and conquered it, and I felt like I learned so much in those 2 days.
Right. Yeah.
And you and I took crazy amounts of notes. We came back, and not only did we take notes, we activated.
Yes.
And I was very proud of like the changes that we made, and really just behind the scenes stuff that they don't really see.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I think we've done a good job of taking those notes from that and implementing them into the back end of this podcast.
Was it weird going to something that no one knew who the hell you were?
One guy came up to me. One guy, and he was like, I'm a DJ, and I'm also I work for so-and-so radio or so-and-so podcast. But it was like, it was very strange. Like, nobody knew who we were there. I guess people knew some of those kind of big name speakers and whatnot. We saw that one guy from the podcast where their Patreon was like
insane,
hundreds of thousands a month or something.
Was that like your biggest shock of like of the industry in general, of like that it can be something that people monetize like that? Or was there something else that was a big takeaway?
I think that the big takeaway was, there are, number one, that there are so many podcasts.
And some so niche.
Right? I mean, crazy, just left wing or right wing, or, political or religion, or, I mean, that one lady sitting at our table was like, I have a podcast for people that homeschool their kids. Yeah. Like, we think this is niche. Like, I'm like, damn, that is super niche. Some guy had some Remember he was talking about like studying the future, and I'm like, what the hell,
Conspiracy
bro?
theories.
Yeah, conspiracy theory. I mean, but there were two things that were kind of shocking. Over the last couple of years, podcasts have hit a plateau. It was growing, and more podcasts, and then it kind of hit this plateau. And then the other thing was how few people make it past episode 10, let's say. Here we are at 52, 53. And then how few downloads people really get.
Yeah.
Anything over 1,000 downloads, which we get,
Yes.
you're in the top 5% of
Right.
podcasters.
Right.
Think about that.
Yeah.
So I was pretty proud of that.
Oh, I was too. Yeah. The analytics I learned so much about, which I didn't really fully grasp previously because it's the one platform that isn't standardized. Like the music industry is at least now gotten to a place with streaming where they've figured out how they can measure how well a song is doing and whatever. But podcasts, because of the fact that it's on various platforms with YouTube and, audio and video stuff going on, the stats are all over the place. It's not in one location.
It's confusing, man. We have all these tools and installs and things that we're looking at every week to see how we can be better. That's a goddamn roach bug over there, man. I hate roaches.
Glad they're bringing the rent up. Maybe they can afford a cleaner.
Yeah, they just tried to raise my rent, and here we are with a roach bug infestation. Anyway, So anyway, all in all, man, 100% worth it.
Would you go back?
I was about to ask you, do you think we need to go back 2026?
I do. I think it was. It's
I
just
would
a
go back.
recalibrate.
Didn't they
right?
say it was going to be in New York City as well?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. So I don't mind.
To me, that's even better because I'm not a big New York fan, but when I go with people like you that have lived there and know the city,
I totally different experience.
I would totally go.
And I'll say the other big surprise for me was the fact that they had mentioned that most people only have like 3 podcasts in their library.
Right. So we'll pause there. So for the people that actually have this in their top 3, right?
Thank you.
Seriously. I mean, if you're taking the time to spend 20 or 30 minutes to watch this or to listen to this every week or even to binge and catch up, thank you. Because it does seem that there's a very small wallet of podcasts people are carrying around.
And they were saying that your favorite, your number one, you're rarely going to replace that. That's always going to be there. So you're vying for like literally 2 other podcasts that they might have in their library if you're brand new and you're trying to break into a market or break onto someone's radar.
I mean, Saquon can speak on it because I feel like he's a true consumer. I mean, the only time it seems he jumps off of something or if the hosts kind of jump the shark or start
if the hosts start to kind of get jaded.
Yeah.
And kind of lose their authenticity.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell sometimes. If they lose a co-host.
Right.
Yeah, because we go on a road trip and he'll go, listen to this podcast or whatever. We'll listen and we'll be crying, laughing. And then, whatever, 6 months later, I'll be like, yo, dial up whatever we were listening to. And he's like, man, I had to give up on those dudes. They just lost their way or they started saying like weird shit or they started acting like rich.
Yeah, or they get too political.
Right. I get it.
And then, that wasn't even their main focus.
Right.
I get it. A lot of podcasts have shifted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because he's a real consumer. So.
Well, that's a good segue.
Yeah.
We got a new segment video.
Off the record, let me talk my sugar, honey, iced tea. They throwing shade while I'm sipping on this iced tea. Don't care if you hate or like me. You know why? Cause that's just how life is. Off the record. Say it with your chest, got a microphone, check it. Hey, I'm gonna say what I want to say. It's my time to rant and rave, get out the way.
So that's a new segment. It's kind of like where you can just go off on something, like whatever's been pissing you off.
Yeah, off the
a
record.
rant.
You
Whatever.
just made this up.
Yeah, made it up.
Just
made
now
it up.
telling me. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So speaking of podcasts going off the rails,
Oh boy.
you were in some comments this week. You wanna kind of elaborate on your?
I'm not going to give this a lot of time because I'm tired of giving them time.
We discussed it on this podcast a couple episodes.
We did, right, and they heard that, by the way.
They did?
Yeah. I could tell. He goes, "Oh, you don't have to create a whole podcast about it." Oh, wait, you already did. And I go, "At least you're listening." The issue was their two photographers have a podcast, and they were basically shitting on the song September and just made this video, rolling their eyes. Everybody plays it. Everybody opens their set with it. Listen, maybe I took it the wrong way, but I just don't like, I take it as shitting on the DJ or shitting on the band, right? And I will just say this. I don't pull that song just arbitrarily, and I don't start the set with it, which is what they were basically saying that everybody does up in, I don't know where they are. New York, New Jersey, whatever.
Northeast for sure.
I never start a set with that, to be honest with you, but I'm going to tell you this, and I'll say this with 100% fact-driven data. We probably do 400 weddings a year just here in Raleigh. I can assure you, I'll promise you, I can pull it right now that 95% of our couples have that on their playlist.
Yeah.
95%.
Yeah.
Would you say that?
I agree. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like I'm just pulling it. It's not like I'm just playing it because I'm used to playing it. It is on the fucking list.
Right.
And, you know, people are in the comments, oh, man, calm down. Are you having a bad day? Are you having an aneurysm? I'm not. But if anybody ever comes for the DJs, you know, or really tries to act like they're better than the DJs or act more elite or elitist, I'm coming for your head, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and based on the number of likes on that comment, which is now in the 200s probably, I'm not wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? And basically my comment just was like, listen, man, you don't pay my bills. The couple that has this on their must playlist does pay my bills, and we don't give a fuck what songs you like.
Yeah.
And I've said that before. I'll say it again. I just don't care.
Right. Right.
And if you don't like it and you're the caterer or the photographer, walk out of the room or don't shoot that section or whatever. I'm playing for my clients. I'm playing for the audience on the dance floor.
Yeah.
And then everybody in the comments that was agreeing with me is like, if the bride walks up to you and goes, hey, we want to do that picture where the bride lays across the groomsman's arms or the whole wedding party jumps up in the air. Are you not going to shoot it?
Yeah.
You're going to shoot it.
Yeah.
It's like,
If they want a first look photo, even though it's cliche, you're not going to shoot it.
Right.
And I'm not, going to sit here and name. Maybe I should. Maybe I should sit here and name all the things that photographers do that are crazy as shit. And by the way, these comments are my own. The comments I leave on social media are my own. I'm actually pissed off that I left the comment because then I had to waste part of Sunday and even early Monday defending myself.
Right.
So I'm almost pissed off I even got into it again.
Yeah.
I'm even mad I'm talking about it again, but here we are. We're talking about it. So I just don't think that I'm ever going to let people act like they're better than we are.
Yeah.
We are all there to provide a service for the couple.
Yeah.
it's
And
like, well, I was going to say, you don't make videos about what photographers shouldn't do.
Well, you've made a few.
I mean, I've made a
You
few.
made comments.
I've made
You
comments.
made comments about it, but not making a whole reel.
I don't love stacking the gear up by the DJ gear. I don't love
or
that.
taking pictures of the cake. And no
I
pictures
don't
of
love people taking people out in the middle of dancing to take a sunset photo because it's golden hour. I don't like shit like that. I agree. I mean, there are things that we do that they don't like, and there are things that they do that I don't like. But at the end of the day, once that event is moving, dude, the end goal for me, and always will be, is to put on the best show that I can and to work with everybody to provide a seamless and beautiful experience for this couple.
Love it.
Period. That's it.
So industry podcasters, be forewarned. Don't go for the DJ's head.
And these comments are my own. Brian B does not want any beef. He knows these people probably in the comments.
Actually. I don't know them.
Trust me, somebody in those comments is probably going to be calling you, going, "Calm your boy down." These are my own comments,
gosh.
not those of Beyond the DJ Booth podcast or Brian B Incorporated.
There we
Thank
go.
you. There's my disclaimer.
Well, let's move into the next segment. Wow, that's good, man. That is good.
Yeah, we'll hook up the speaker.
Yeah. So we create these little bumpers just to kind of move into different segments, and so this is my gig story for you. I don't think I've shared this one with you yet. So I got a call maybe spring for this wedding that just happened in what was it, August.
Okay.
Usually a dead season for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, this sounds good. It was
Yeah.
a good paycheck. On
Yeah.
top of that, it was in
Yeah.
Utah. couple was in their probably, if I had to guess, late 60s.
Oh, okay.
So older couple. They already had kids. They're getting remarried.
Sure.
Whole new thing. So, but this is one of those brides that like wants to be cool, like with the music selections, wants to feel young. And I say that, and then they send me the request list, and it's not old stuff, but it's like B, maybe even that's a high rating. Meghan Trainor's type stuff, Andy Grammer, for like dancing. And I'm looking at this list, and like she's got the whole album, like hits I don't even know. Like I don't even say
not
hits. Not hits.
Don't even use the word hits.
That's been gracious. So, they get there. They're also doing like a flash mob, which I'm like, what are we back to 2012? Like that's been done. Like what are we doing?
Yeah.
And so anyways, and then on top of that, there was a Jewish element that they wanted, which was the hora.
Okay, sure.
These people are like 60 years old. I'm like, we're not doing a bar mitzvah here.
Right,
what are we doing? So
they wanted to go up in the chairs
and the
everything?
chairs, and there was only 100 people. That's on top of everything else.
Right.
And my set was pretty long. I had to go from 7 to midnight. Right.
The dance set?
The dance set, 7 to midnight.
I'm going to tell anybody watching this that happens to come across this that's an actual client. If you have a 5-hour dance set, please don't call me.
Especially for 100 people.
Don't call me regardless. 3 is I'm maximum. 3-hour dance set is max for me.
So I get there and I'm playing. I didn't even play cocktail hour. No ceremony, no cocktail hour. I'm literally playing the reception. So people are walking in around 6, basically, for dinner and all of that. So they walk in.
You're not playing that music either?
No, I was. So the reception starts at 6.
Okay.
And we do one dance, and there's no parent dances. They're 60 years old. The parents are no longer here with us. So we literally go into dinner. Like it's grand entrance, first dance, dinner. So by 6:15, we're into dinner.
Okay.
It's a 3-course meal. So
Okay.
we're talking 6:45, 7-ish is when I start the dancing. And then we're there till midnight, basically. So that was kind of how the night unfolded. However, when people were walking in to the reception, I've never seen so many walking canes walk into the room.
Man, hold on a damn second, man. As somebody that's turning 54 tomorrow, you're acting like 60 is 80. I don't like the way you're like.
The guests
you're
were
friends.
older.
Now you're shitting
They're
on us.
friends. Like, you gotta think about
My friends are walking around with a fucking cane. Like, what are you talking about?
These guests were older than the couple. I feel like they were the younger in their friend group, basically.
Okay, all right.
They were the cool ones.
Yeah. So they're walking in, and I'm like, oh my God, like, how are we going to do the dancing? Who's picking up the chairs? You know what I mean?
Oh, for the hora.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And I'm like, we got 100 people, and I'm struggling to find 6 that are like 25, 30 years old. You know what I mean? So anyways, they do this. They do the flash mob, which was whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get out there, and I'm just like, okay, we're doing it. And I had to go back to like blurred lines, like that kind of stuff that I haven't played in a long time.
Okay.
Or don't play often, hardly ever, to kind of just make it feel cool, right?
Yeah.
So we get to the hora. I'm like, we need to knock this out early because I don't want anybody to be too toasted. I mean, we don't have, whatever.
A lot of able bodies.
Yeah. And the next thing I know, like we just do 2 turns up and that's it.
Yeah.
And we're done.
Right.
We're done with that.
Right.
And it was going okay. Like it was actually full and the room
But
felt
I'm sorry, real
thin.
quick. Was either person Jewish? I didn't catch that.
I'm guessing one of them was.
All right. Anyway.
So the room was super small and fit the crowd perfectly, right? So it felt full, which was great. And then, so for 2 hours, we're dancing 7 to 9, banging. It's just going great. And then it was almost like they all had an alarm clock that was like time to go to bed kind of alarm on their phones because about 9 o'clock, about 60% of the crowd decides to walk out. And it wasn't like a weird song. It was just like, okay, we're done.
We've had enough.
And I literally look at the clock and I'm like, it's 9. I got 3 more hours and I've got about 20 people left of the 100 that were there. Like they just made a mad dash. Now the other problem was, which
there was no announcement that the bus, a bus is
There's
here.
no bus.
They just rolled.
This is at a nice hotel that they're all staying at,
Time for bed.
And the other problem was that there was a bar outside. That was the other negative. It wasn't in the room because the room was so small. So that dragged a few people. So it's probably like 9:20 and I've got like 4 people on the dance floor. And this has been a long time since that's happened to me. And I'm like 9:20, bro. Like,
oh, geez.
did they? And I don't know that some of them are just hanging out in the bar because I am not out there.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to go look. So I'm just trying to like keep the smiles and just like, what do we do for these, 20 people that are 4 people? And so I tell my tech guy who was not even in the room. He was like just hanging out in the green room. I'm like, dude, we're down to 4 and I've got 3 more hours ish to go. And then it went down to 3. And then all of a sudden it came back to 5. So I'm like, oh man, I got to get some more people out here. And then they finally started to come back in about the 20 that were left. And so at 11 o'clock, no, it's like 11:30 actually. They go, hey, and they wanted to redo the flash mob dance again with the 20 people that are there. So I mean, it was just one of those gigs where I'm just like, this is a paycheck gig. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not one that's going on the gram. But at the end, she's like, can you play our second to last song that we asked for at 11:30? I'm like, oh, thank God.
Thank
We're
God.
in early.
Yeah,
So I do it. So I play the second to last song. Then I'm thinking naturally that I'm going to play the last song.
Yeah.
So I play it, say, let's give it up for the bride and groom. Let's give them a nice round of applause. We're done. And then one of the sons who's like, 3 sheets to the wind comes from the bar and goes, I thought he was staying till midnight.
Oh.
And I'm like, I mean, I can. I don't got anywhere to be. She's like, do you mind playing for a little bit longer? So the last 30 minutes, everyone's talking. No one's on the dance floor. I'm literally just a Spotify playlist at that point. No gratuity, of course.
Yeah.
Just a nice attaboy. You did great. It was awesome. And she sent me a review that was like super nice and everything like that. But it was one of those gigs where I'm just like, yeah, man, that was almost not worth the paycheck.
No.
Almost not worth
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? Almost. So yeah, that was my last summer wedding before I head into the fall.
Woo.
Damn.
That was
I
a
mean, my
stinger.
pits are sweating just listening to the story. And listen, I'm not even going to sit here and tell you that. I mean, it's happened to us probably in the last 2 years. I'm not going to sit here and act like,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's tragic. I've never had that happen. I can tell you for
It's not a good feeling.
it's happened. It's a shitty feeling.
Yeah.
It's the dance set is too long. I mean, I can name 10 things that they did wrong.
Yeah.
Like putting the bar in the hall, dance
Right.
set's too long, not letting you play some dinner and cocktail. Like you didn't even get to set the vibe. It's just
Right.
like, hey man, dancing clown, do your
Right.
thing. Like that. Like
Rough.
damn,
Rough.
son, brutal. All right, booth heads, we made a move, and it's a bold one.
We officially launched a Patreon. We've got 2 tiers, one for $5.99 and one for $19.99. Basically the cost of a coffee or a cocktail, depending upon how you roll.
Listen, this isn't some support us or we disappear kind of thing. You actually get some things that are useful that we think that you're going to need to run your DJ business.
Like early access to batched episodes, bonus episode that we couldn't post publicly maybe, and our weekly top 10 banger lists, songs that absolutely crushed at our events this week.
The stuff that you really want to steal from us anyway.
But if you want to go deeper, jump into the booth back room at $19.99 a month.
That's where the extra love lives. Monthly prize drawings like headphones, merch, coaching calls. We've got Serato exports of our history, discounts on exclusive merch, and record pool hookups.
Backroom members aren't just listening, they're actually shaping what this podcast is going to become and probably making your DJ sets better in the process.
So stop texting us asking, what remix was that? And get in the booth for real.
Patreon.com/Beyond the DJ Booth podcast. Choose a tier, grab your spot, and let's keep building.
Booth heads, you know where to go.
Well, let's go into the gear corner.
Yeah. Okay.
The gear's here. The gear is here.
What do you have?
So I've been trying to save some cash where I can, looking at the budget, personal budget. And one of my big things has been like recovery, like going and getting them foot massages after all of the shows at my little acupressure spot. But it's not cheap here in Raleigh.
It is or is not?
It's not. Like New York is very cheap because there's so many you have to compete.
Give me an example of what a Raleigh foot massage run you.
So 30 minutes, almost $69.
Damn.
And they're good, but like 69
Yeah,
bucks is a lot.
right.
And honestly, like I was using it probably weekly in lieu of coffee or whatever else. That was kind of where I was putting my pleasure money, if you will.
Okay.
And I'm like, I got to cut this out.
Yeah.
It's too much. I'm looking at the Amex bill going, this is ridiculous. So I got
I
targeted.
love the way he says Amex instead of Amex.
So I get targeted, of course, as I'm looking for a foot massager. I've brought one.
I see that.
I'm going to give you a test drive.
Okay.
Now, the cool thing about this.
2 of my toes are absolutely black and broken.
It's all
by the
good.
way,
It's all good.
let's not. Yeah, I broke 2 of my toes. I hit them on the stairs running
But
up
it's
the
not the
stairs
bottom
the
of
other
it,
day.
right? It's on the top.
Yeah, the top.
Okay. So the cool thing about this.
Am I taking my shoes off?
Yeah, you need to. You need to for this.
Leave my socks on.
Yeah, I'll leave the socks on. Come on. We got to be sterile.
Oh my god.
Transferring fungus.
2 of my toes are actually black. They're
So this thing's cool because you can wash
Okay.
the foot
hold it up a
covers.
little.
The foot covers inside. You
Sure.
can wash those,
Yeah.
which is nice. So I've done that for you.
Sure.
But it has heat
Okay.
or cool.
Okay.
It's got the kneading, if you call it, I think it's what it's called, the kneading. Like
Oh,
the
kneading. Yeah,
kneading.
like
it's
yeah.
like a cat.
So you can-
Knead.
Yeah, and then they have air pressure. So you can go light, medium, or heavy.
Okay.
And then you also have vibration.
Okay.
And you put this thing on, dude, it's daily now. And this thing saved me so much money. This thing is amazing.
Better than the
Way better.
Asian foot massage
Way
parlor.
better. Yeah. So I'm gonna set
Better
this
than
up
the
for you.
Asian foot massage parlor in New York
No,
City.
no, not that
Okay.
one.
Okay.
But this definitely is worth it. So just put it right there on there. Put both feet in.
Okay.
You're gonna hit that power button on the far left,
Okay.
and then turn the heat off, man. I hate the heat. So hit that one on the right twice. Up at the top. Yep. One more. Go down to the kneading, whatever pressure you want.
Medium.
Okay, and go heavy on the
There.
compress. Yep.
Oh, wow. Medium vibration.
How's it
I ain't gonna
feel?
lie. It's premium.
And when the pressure
Already?
wait till the
Oh,
pressure comes
yeah.
in and like sucks the foot in there.
Wow.
$99. Lower? $69.
$69.
Wow.
That was actually my first guess. I should have said that.
Is that not?
Dude, I'm not.
It's working.
It's like this circular motion, kind of like
On
slow.
the sides of your foot?
No, on the sides are in one of those kind of air bladder type things. So the foot is squeezed tight, and then the bottom almost
underneath.
has like a kneading circular motion going on,
Okay.
and then there's a vibration, and then the air just let out.
For a second.
Yeah,
And then it'll come
and
back.
It reinvigorates. Woo! This thing is nice.
So,
son.
I
I like
mean-
the heat. Actually, I think I would. I leave
You
the
hit
heat
it.
on.
Hit
No, I
it.
don't want to get too sweaty up in your rig, but I
So-
feel like I need one.
Dude.
So are you just like at your desk, click, 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 like typing away?
No, this is Sunday afternoon,
Okay.
sitting there watching the football games.
Yeah.
Just letting it go to town.
How long?
Dude, I redo it like 3 times in a row. And now to the
Wait,
point
like
where,
an hour?
at least. Oh, yeah.
the game.
I keep coming back. Tara's like, that's like your new thing. And
Yeah.
I'm all about it. So
I mean, think about it. The cost of one human foot
for
massage.
30 minutes,
Yeah.
right?
And you have this for your whole life.
And you can reuse the bags, wash them. I mean, it's pretty
Premium,
solid,
bro.
right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. This is one of my favorite things you bought in.
All right, question.
Yep.
One size fit all, or
Ooh, that's a good
'cause
question.
Some
I
people
feel
got
like
big
it-
ass feet.
Do you
Well,
have a big ass foot?
No,
Yeah,
but
me
I'm
neither.
just-
My
I-
wife doesn't either, and it fits both of ours. So she's
Yeah,
on
but
it now.
that would be the opposite. I'm saying like Shaq
big
can't
guys?
put his.
Like,
yeah, I don't
yeah,
think so.
yeah.
I
You
think
have to
they
get a bigger
actually.
one?
Yeah,
There could be a bigger one.
I think there is
Okay.
actually. But anyway, that is. We'll post the link in the email newsletter if you want to get one. But recovery's important, man. Especially if you got doubles or
Dude,
triples. Like this thing would definitely reset you.
Yeah, we hit that last week. Maybe we'll talk about my gig stories on the
Yes.
next one.
Yep.
We'll talk about that on the next
Yep.
one. Good stuff. Are we gonna hit a question
Let's
and
do
move
it.
on?
This actually was a very popular question. Many people have asked this. So we're just taking Matthew Davey, the bow tie DJ.
You know Matthew.
Yeah, he's been to a few things
Yeah,
of ours.
of course.
Out in Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
What's your take on venues charging a percentage to be on their list? You still have that here in Raleigh?
No,
It's kind of like, was it a thing?
it was never a thing.
Oh, it was not?
It never will be a thing.
Wow.
Because this is the beautiful South, and down here, people are good and wholesome and lovely people, unlike some other parts of the country. I'll just say it was never a thing. I will say 2 things. Number one, somebody did mention it, and I'm not going to say who it was, and they never did it. And this place is one of the highest grossing places you can possibly imagine. And he mentioned it one time, and I was like, man, we'll probably do it just because we do so much business, but I don't think it's right. Like I actually said, I don't think that's the move for you. Like I was very honest, and they never did do it. Now, I'm not saying it's because of what I said, but I just was kind of vocal and being like, man, nobody does that here. Like I would not, I don't think this is going to go over well. The second thing that happened, and they may still be around in your market, and it was called Hawthorne Publications. And Hawthorne Publications would go to a venue and go, hey, Brian, beautiful place you got here. We will make you a full color 20-page booklet about your venue.
It's not called that where I'm
and
at, but yes.
you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Here's how we're going to get people to pay for it. And we need a list of every vendor in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we're going to call them all, and they can have an ad in this book. And that ad and in that book became how you were on the preferred vendor list.
Right.
So if I had been at a place for 10 years and was one of 2 DJs, next thing you know, DJ Johnny Dick Rock could buy an ad and be in this 20-page booklet, and next thing you know, he's now part of this preferred vendor list.
Yeah.
Maybe never even played at the place,
Right.
but he had bought an ad.
Right.
And man, a bunch of vendors just were like, dude, this is actual the definition of extortion.
Right.
Like, we're not. So you're telling me now I have to buy an ad to be on the preferred vendor list in this booklet just so you don't have to pay for the printing cost of them?
Yeah.
And it did not. It lasted a few years, but they have not been around for a while. Anyway, what are your thoughts? So my answer, Matthew, is it doesn't really happen here. And if it did, I would probably pay it only if I was doing tens of thousands of dollars in business per year there.
Yeah. They have they do it in the Panhandle. There's 2 spots. Actually, one's brand new. It just came online.
Now, can I ask a question? Are you having to pay per event, or is it? Because I've heard of up in Jersey and New York, January 1, you basically go to this X venue and hand them a bag of $10,000 bills.
So we have one
or 20,000. I mean,
Sounds like the mafia.
it's super sketch.
the one that's most standard because we got 3 venues that do this.
Yeah.
Is you pay an annual fee. So like I had one that was going to be $5,000 for the year, and then another one that just came online that's $2,500 for the year. Then there's another venue that does 10% of your bill, like for each event you do.
So if you charge $5,000, they get $500.
Yeah. And so I'm always like, well, send me an invoice.
Yeah.
I'll pay it when the invoice comes in.
Right.
If you're not going to send the invoice, I'm not doing all the extra work.
No.
You know? So that's kind of how I handled it. But
hold on a second, man. Hold on a second.
ooh.
So you're saying that a shitty DJ could pay $5,000 to this venue and potentially get shows there?
They could potentially do that. Now, the way that both those venues that do the annual thing, they target the people that they didn't start off their venue like this. They basically already had a vendor list. And so this was where it started a mutiny because people were like, I've been on your vendor list for,
and
we were one of them.
Saying with the Hawthorne book.
Yeah. And so they said, well, we're going to ask you guys first. We're giving you the courtesy, and then we're going to go down the list.
To the B tier, C tier.
Yeah,
if you
whatever.
don't pay it, somebody's going to pay it.
Now, I will say how we've kind of gotten around it because I didn't want to pay the $5,000 one because what happened was as soon as people moved to this model, they're not incentivized. They've got their money, right? Because it's an annual fee. Mm-hmm. So they're not trying to, I noticed our inquiries went down. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm one of the 3 people paying on the entertainment tier and I'm not getting half the leads that we were getting before.
Why though? Why?
They
I
just
don't know.
Take the money or they got paid.
Yeah.
So they don't have to really promote you.
Right.
You promote yourself.
How many people do you think are paying that $5,000 if you had to guess?
And by the way, that's just the entertainment tier. The planner tier, the caterer one is way more. So I'm actually.
What do you think they make a year just off this VIG or whatever?
I don't know. What?
200,000?
50, yeah, I would say at least 50 to 100, you know? So a couple things. One is what I did with the one that was paying $5,000, because that is a nice venue, but I didn't want to pay it. So I hooked up with an agency that does bands there and said, listen, if I pay you a percentage of the ones that actually book, that want me, I'll book them under your brand, white label me, and I'll give you 10%. or
Oh,
20%.
that's so good.
And the reason why I felt like that was a fair thing is because I'm not doing it across the board. It's only when I'm booked.
Yeah.
I don't mind giving you 20% for that because it's going through your whatever. I'll just make up for it by charging a little bit more. You know what I
think
mean?
you're going to come out in the positive though?
I did do it I've done it a couple times.
No, but you're going to spend less than $5,000.
Oh yeah. For sure. 1,000%. I mean, we're there like 3 times. So
This dude is so slick, bro.
that's one way we did it.
Brian B's nice with it, bro. He's good.
But the other thing was the new venue that just implemented this. It's $2,500.
Yeah.
I paid it.
yeah.
And the reason why is it's a brand new venue.
Yeah.
I think and I'm going to talk about this at the DJ Collective. Part of my talk is about like when you get to a certain level and you own a market,
Yeah.
your whole goal is to protect your perch. You don't want any of these other guys getting in.
No.
So sometimes you got to pay it
You're
just
right.
to be able to like lock it down, make sure no one else
Yeah.
gets on that list. And
But can only one person be on there?
no, that's the problem. And no one, I've tried, man. I've tried getting to be the exclusive. Even if
Right.
you're a multi-op,
Right.
they're not going to do that. They're going to want to make their at least 3 per category kind of thing. And so, but I'm going to pay it because it's a brand new venue. I know it's going to get booked
Yeah.
a lot and I know
Yeah.
we'll make our money back. And really, if I have to do one pro bono because
Yeah.
just to pay the fee, I'll do it.
Sure.
But I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think it's it's a crappy way to do it. And I think it really speaks to the fact that these venues can't make money doing it their own business, running it the right way, and they got to make it off the backs
That's
of others,
nasty.
which just
Yeah,
sucks.
It's nasty. I
So-
hate it. Anyway, let's
I
wrap
would
this.
just encourage you, man,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
to like think about what you just said. If you think that if you're already at the top of your market, lock it down, pay the money. You probably have it anyways. If you are looking to expand, I mean, that's a consideration, but I mean, that's a lot of money going out the door every time if every venue is doing that. So,
Yeah, I hope that helps, Matthew.
There
I
we
don't
go.
know, man. It's nasty. I don't like that kind of mentality, and it's nasty work. Do better, venues.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, let's thank our sponsor.
yes, thank you, DJ Event Planner. This is the CRM that Brian, myself, and many DJs all over the world probably use to run their business. It's DJEventPlanner.com.
All right. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Thanks, everybody. See ya.